Good morning, everybody. How are y'all today? I am super excited to bring you coffee and chat this morning because I had an aha moment at all places. My son's wax museum project. I'm a little late coming to you this morning because we went and saw Jacob do his wax museum presentation, and they had to talk about their childhood, their middle time span of their life, and then they had to talk about their death. And it really got me focusing on something kind of crazy, but how are we living our dash? So many of these Renaissance people had this amazing life, and I was sitting here thinking, and Galileo and Michelangelo were friends, and you would just know they created so much during that time period. And it got me thinking about what are we doing now in our dash, and how are we living so that we make history and we become more in this day and age. And it's so difficult to do right now because there's so many things that are on trend. There are so many things that are hard to find the true truths about. Good morning, Natalie. How are you? It's so difficult right now to really be your authentic self in the world that we're living in social media, in just everywhere. It's so hard to live your dash and live it the way you absolutely want to live, because it's so hard to be your authentic self with worry of what others will think. So for me, one of the big things that's been really on my heart is that God has called me to get people to heaven. He has called me to trust Him, and He has called me to get people to heaven. And my job is not to be the one that's in the spotlight. My job is not to be the one that is famous, but I'm the one that's supposed to get your purpose out of you and get you moving in the right direction so that you become a kingdom seeker. And that was really hard for me. It's been a hard lesson that I've had this week because I work with a lot of people that are really excelling right now. They're excelling in a lot of aspects of their lives, and where I felt like I was starting to retreat and start failing. And God was like, no, sis, no. If Mallory was here, she'd be like, boo, let me tell you. But he truly needs us to propel people to heaven, however that may look. And in my work is to get you moving in the direction of your dreams and of your passion so that you're living your ultimate best life. And by doing that, that moves all of us forward into our next destinies. And I think it's really important that I think it's really important that you realize that your dash is just as important as everybody else's dash, and that you are here to move people towards the kingdom and towards their purpose, however it may be. So you may be a person that absolutely is taking care of the kids. You're moving those children to the kingdom. You may be somebody that's helping somebody else get back on track with their life. You're moving them. And every person that you come in contact with during this time in your life is somebody that needs you and somebody that needs to be brought closer. And for me, that was a hard one because I have so many friends that are moving what I feel at a faster pace than I am. But that's not my story, that's theirs. And my job is to propel them in their story and move them forward so that we are all in the kingdom. And so anyway, that just really was on my heart this morning, and how we all are working hard to come to the kingdom in our own way, but that our job is not necessarily to have our glory, it's His glory. And it's important that the people around us come to us and come to Jesus through us and get back on track on where they're supposed to be in their line and in their destiny and calling. So I hope this brought you guys some insight this morning, some motivation to keep moving even when you feel like you're stuck. And if you don't mind dropping me just something you're thankful for today, I think that really helps us move forward in our crazy times. So I'm really thankful for this little family that I have and how much they just inspire me to do better. I've got one kid that's trying to get back on the healthy train with me. And then I have my little buddy that just fights every day. And so it's just been a blessing these last couple of weeks to just have them with me and moving with me. Anyway, I hope you take some takeaways today. Cambry said it really well. Not our glory, but His glory. Not my time, but His time. Not my will, but His will. I hope you have a great day.